It is pretty stuffy.
Yeah. So the thermostat right here. Fan it on cool mode.
Here's the pull down. Alright, cool.
Yeah. Go ahead, get checks. What's going on? Can I close this door? Leave it open? I have to close it. Oh, I can feel the heat. Get my light out of my bag here. Let's see what I'm dealing with because I forgot my flashlight at home. Oh. Holy God. At least I got a little bit of a ocean-approved platform up here. Let me turn the flash on the camera. Boy, the heat up here is ridiculous right now. I need to make my way over there. Ooh. Alright. I think we're gonna have a drain problem here. Maybe. Ow. Maybe not. What's all of that? Some dust and dirt. Got the blower motor running though. And we had water in the pan. Somebody's removed it. I'm looking right here. Nothing bad there. Externally mounted TXV. Line's kind of hot, but this is crazy. Let me pull this out. I want to show you how hot it is actually in here. Yeah. Turn this thing on. Just gonna let this sit up there for a minute, see how high that gets. But just overall inspecting the ductwork. Oh, got me a flashlight. No, not a flashlight, but a light system. Oh, the switch was over there. We got us a spider duct system. And there's no ridge vents up here. Only ventilation in this attic right now is over there and way down on that end. So I wonder if ceiling heat is going to play a factor into this at all. Let's go outside and see what's going on out there. Forgot to get the age of the system, and it is a 2001. It's a 2001 and it is a 2.5 ton. So I don't know the square footage off the top of my head, but might be good for this house. Maybe not, but well over 100. I'm gonna take this out because this is, bro, arm's already starting to glisten a little bit. Let's get about here. Oh yeah, this thing ain't even running.
That's what I noticed. I noticed that last night. Yesterday when I texted.
Make sure this is on. Alright. Matched with a 2.5 Ring Weather King unit from 2009. So the indoor is older than the outdoor. Still running R22 though. Let's get that panel off. So off rip, I notice contactor's not pulled in completely. Can still do that, but we do have a low pressure switch somebody put on the system, so let me put my gauges on there and see what we got. Not even gonna lie, I've never seen that attached directly to the service valve port. I hooked that on there and wondered what that was. And if you've ever worked on any of the older square reams where the line sets kind of like come in right here, they used to have like a red switch on those, and you would press them in and just bypass or reset the high pressure switch. And I just did that, so let's see why it's been going out on high pressure. Let me show you guys what's happened so far. I was getting ready to clean the dang condenser, go to pull the disconnect out, and the whole thing just came apart. I mean, this is stupid. And the thing isn't labeled inside correctly, I think. So I'm gonna get my meter real quick and just verify that I don't have 120 out or 240 coming out here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean the condenser, see if we can lower the pressure. I still don't know if I can remove that or not. I don't know if is that just a twist on. It does seem to appear to be a twist on. I think I'm gonna leave it though. Safe to say she was pretty dirty. I've let her dwell for about maybe 7 minutes now. Let's see if I turn the flash on. Just see the dirt and grime. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this from the inside out. But it is also worth to note, the condenser fan motor was only put on by these 2 screws. So I'm gonna have to screw this down with some self-tappers when I get done, but go ahead and clean it now and then figure out where to go from there. Ain't been able to film that much. Dude's been helicoptering me, so I just got this condenser cleaned out as best I could. God dang, there's still a weed right there. Just finished getting the disconnect swapped out as well. So now, as much as what I got set up right here, let's go ahead and flip the disconnect to the on position. God, I hate these disconnects so much. It's the only one I had on the truck. When I first get this off of here right now, thinking the bad. Like I said, I did end up having to screw this down with just some self-tappers. So, you know, this lug hole should be right here, but it's fine. It really doesn't matter as long as the whole thing's secured down in all 4 spots. But when I first started, I had like 83, like 103. So that was kind of letting me know that I was running fairly high. I mean, not 83, it was like 87 over here. So it might have cooled off in this area a little bit, but it was in the mid 80s, mid 100s. I'm trying to see if I can get a different or better temp split out of this now. And I'm gonna double check the superheat and everything in Delta T. Because I really don't want to take this off and then the whole thing just starts spewing out refrigerant off the high side, and then I'm out of luck right there. So I'm gonna just leave that where it is until I see an issue as to remove it. The tenant said everything was working fine, and then it just stopped. So considering how dirty it was for me cleaning it, you know, what I could visibly see before it, and then what I saw the coil cleaner pull out of it, I have no reason to believe that it's other than a dirty coil. And it was a very hot day, so I'm gonna go from there. Let's see what the amp draw is. 7.4, 7.5, and it is rated for, oh, that dirt just flew in my face. Rated for LRA 68, RLA 14. What to say. The temp split's definitely gone down a lot better. Only looking at about 12 now, as opposed to like the 20 I did have a minute ago. I'm still waiting. I know when you got a TXV, you got to let it run. I mean, you should let any system run for about 15 minutes before you start really checking out your pressures and everything as far as deciding what to add in or what to remove. But if my Delta T's are straight, I'm just bounce. Alright, I came back up here in the attic because I wanted to check something real quick before I really call this over with. Golly. Somebody get the thing on there tight. I didn't see any filters down up under, or not up under, but at the grills in the ceiling. So I just want to see real quick how bad of condition this evap coil might be in, or if there's, okay, there's no filter. So that looks kind of bad to me from what I can see on the phone. It looks good. Let me take a picture for our invoices. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but I'd probably say that could contribute to the temperatures I'm getting right now, but let's see if she's straining too. Can't even really tell. The line was sweating outside. That's sweating. It's only a matter of time before water starts going down there. I guess I'll just leave it at that for right now. I've hit the maintenance limit on this. So just to kind of go over everything that kind of happened on that one. The tenant had told me that before the system just completely stopped working, it was cooling the house just fine. So that kind of let me know that off rip, if I didn't find any issues of low refrigerant, that I wasn't gonna, you know, need to add anything. At least on the surface level. When he told me everything just kind of cut off, I figured that, you know, it was either like a contactor, capacitor, or something. But when I took the panel off and I realized the contacts for the contactor wasn't even pressed in, I didn't notice the high side switch until I just blatantly or not blatantly, but just pressed it by accident off camera. But I did notice the aftermarket low pressure switch that was installed on there. So I didn't know, I was like, maybe the low pressure switch has got it cut off, and then bumped a high pressure switch and the unit cut right on. So again, that's what kind of led me to just go ahead and just, you know, keep it simple. Well, if the system reached high pressure, but the tenant had been saying it's been doing great, and we've had like mid 90, low 90 degree days, I gotta believe that, you know, something's just dirty. So, you know, and all the dirt that got pulled out of the condenser coil kind of confirmed that diagnosis for me. Could there be something else wrong with that? Sure as hell could be. That thing is, I'm not gonna say hacked together, but definitely weird. I mean, if there was a Weather King system there, at least in 2001, what made you switch the whole air handler out? I'm sorry, there would have had to have been a train condenser there in 2001, possibly, and then in 2009 you put a Weather King condenser outside. So the air handler, you know, is from 2001, and I don't know, but I'm just happy the tenant's got something now, better than nothing. Ended up having like a 15.1 degree delta T, and it was slowly increasing, but I think that slightly dirty evaporator coil has something to do with that. Other than that, let me know what I missed. Would you guys have taken off that high side pressure switch just to see what was going to happen? I just didn't want to get stuck with, you know, everything just blowing out and it being messed up, so I just said skip it. I'm gonna just leave it. But yeah, hope you guys got something, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.